We start the show with a game from Friday night. Queen's Park Rangers' match last week was postponed due to the cold weather. But still top of the table, the unbeaten R's had the chance to extend their lead when Watford came to Loftus Road. Commentary from Mark Bright and Jonathan Pearce.
Mackie starting on the right, Smith on the left in support. Tommy Smith's in the penalty area. Will it come to Helgeson? He's got his shot away! Fingertips over from Loach.
Great movement. Good touch from Loach. Little ding.
Here's Eustace, looking for Cowie. Graham. Here is Taylor. Oh, there's Graham, great chance, 1-0. Left all alone. And Watford's Danny Graham gets his 11th goal of the season. And his purple scoring patch continues.
Lovely little touch. Keeps his eye on the ball, keeps it low. You can see Paddy Kenny hasn't got a chance. It's on top of him.
And looking for Taylor, who's gone forward and he's scored! Martin Taylor! I think he might have got the touch. Much is claiming the goal, and Martin Taylor was in there.
I'm not sure if Taylor touches the ball, but Paddy Kenny doesn't move, does he?
Will be Adel Taarabt to try and bring QPR back into the game. They need a goal before half-time. He has 9 this season. He is QPR's player of the season so far, the mercurial Adel Taarabt. Oh, he wasn't far wide.
Looked in from where I am. That was, well, inches, isn't it? Lovely shape on it.
Buckley, look at this chance on the break here. Much getting up in support. Graham's ahead of him. Real chance here for Watford for a third. Much. Fantastic block.
What a block.
Clint Hill, I think it was, or was it Derry who got back in there? Derry, I think it was, with the block in the end. Away by Loach. Away by Derry. Forward by Eustace. Oh, Gawks didn't get it away, and Graham's in here for Watford. It's 3!
Well, they're looking across the assistant.
Horrible defending by QPR.
That looked like it was a bit of a foul, but you can see here Graham doesn't care. He's putting the ball into the net, and then they'll discuss it afterwards. It's a good finish. He's kept it low, obviously gone Paddy Kenny's legs.
Buckley, options to his left, he has 3 of them. It's come all the way through to Match. Poor touch, off the line by Derry, and it could have been 4. There's Hill. 3-4-5 in the box to hit up towards Hulse. Mariappa did well under pressure. Put away by Andrew Taylor. Slip back here. A chance for Smith, and he has one against his old side, but it's no more than a consolation for Tommy Smith. QPR 1, Watford 3, but QPR know on this night they've been outplayed.
I thought Watford was superb tonight. You know, they took advantage of a few decisions going their way, and then once they got in front, you know, we couldn't handle Graham. That's the worst I've seen our back 4 play. Paddy Kenny, like I said, made 6-7 great saves, could have been double figures almost. So, you know, just got to get on with it, and it's a long season.
We knew it was going to be a tough game here tonight. I'm coming up against a very experienced and very good manager with a team that I think are going to be promoted. They've got a lot of experienced players tonight, and I knew that we had to come up and match that tonight.
With only 1 win in their last 6 league games, Cardiff boss Dave Jones had called for unity as they looked to rediscover their X-factor at Middlesbrough. Cardiff had won their last 4 League and Cup meetings with Borough, but the Bluebirds' defence has been shaky of late. And when Marvin Ennis got on the wrong side of Gabor Jepes, the defender brought the Dutchman down. Julio Arca stepped up to send David Marshall the wrong way. His first league goal in over 3 years. A hamstring tear prevented Jay Bothwood from making the Cardiff squad, and they badly missed the division's top scorer, all the more so with Borough's keeper Jason Steele in such exceptional form. Here he denied Cardiff sub Michael Chopra. The Bluebirds left it late to grab an equaliser against Preston last weekend, but could repeat the trick at the Riverside. Tempers ball as Chopra was guilty of leaving his foot in on Steele. Frustration again for Dave Jones' side, who missed a great chance to close the gap at the top, with a welcome first win in 5 for Borough.
We're working with them, trying to put our finger on it. Is there a little bit of fear factor coming in? But even our passing from back to front was poor from all of them, and it's got to be better.
It was a return to his former club and old friends for Kenny Jackett on Friday night. The current Millwall boss led Swansea to promotion from League Two in 2005. But the Swans are eyeing the Premier League now, and they took the lead thanks to Angle Wrangle. After 18 months without a goal, that was his second in 4 games. Now, there's only one thing better than a win, and that's a win that lifts you into the promotion places above your greatest rival. And Swansea would rise above Cardiff if they got the 3 points. But after this almighty scramble, Tamika Makindawira drew Millwall level. Millwall were hoping to build on a run of 3 games without defeat, and they looked the more dangerous team after the break. Josh McCoyd's header was well saved by Doris de Vries. And when James Henry found a route through the heart of the Swansea defence, he looked destined to find the winner. But he too was foiled by the Dutch keeper, and it finished level.
We're going to have games like that, and like I say, I think it was a point gained in relation to how we played. You know, because normally if you play as bad as we did, you normally lose that game. So to get a point at the end of it, you know, we're thankful for that.
The last time Norwich and Portsmouth met 6 seasons back, it was a Premier League game. Both teams have set their sights on a return to the top division. Pompey keeper Jamie Ashdown is a former Norwich loanee. He made a series of saves early on, not least this one from Chris Martin. Portsmouth looking for their first league win at Norwich for 23 years. They left it late. David Nugent will take much of the credit. A great turn and run that just kept on going and ended with the perfect pass for Dave Kitson. His first goal in 9. Nugent, the tormentor, again in the final minute. Again he was given space before eventually being stopped by Leon Barnett. In the week he agreed a 3.5-year deal with Norwich. A second yellow, hardly the way he would have hoped to mark the occasion. Barnett furious, but off. Greg Halford scored the spot kick to add to the Canaries' misery. Portsmouth's 8th league win means they've now beaten their wins total from the whole of last season.
John Medeski was at the stadium named after himself to celebrate 20 years as chairman of Reading. The Royals are on a remarkable run of draws, going back 4 before this match, but went close to opening the scoring. Shane Long with the header. Reading have been frustrated by their failure to finish off their chances, and it was the same story here when Jimmy Kebby set up Shane Long. So close again, and Reading were heading for their 5th draw in a row. But if it's bad for Reading, it's worse for Marlon King. An appeal against his most recent conviction rejected. He couldn't find the target and was booed throughout, even though his manager tried to make light of it.
I don't get booed at home, not by the home fans. I always think they're just about to chant my name, then stop.
But all we can do is keep going. You know, there's nothing more I can say to our players. You know, we were solid, we got another clean sheet. But, you know, obviously we need to turn these draws into wins.
Leicester's season has shown real signs of improvement since Sven-Goran Eriksson took over. This week, the Foxes faced a Doncaster side who have at times threatened to gatecrash the playoff places themselves. Commentary from Martin Fisher.
Brian Stock for Doncaster. Martise. That's a lovely ball. Great run by Coppinger. Who can he pick out in the middle? Goal for Doncaster. It's a wonderful finish, and Doncaster in front through Billy Sharp. Coppinger's pullback, and Sharp on the volley finds the roof of the net. Now Norton. Dyer is free to his right. First run since he came on from the bench, Dyer. Sullivan in strongly, penalty given. Sullivan sliding in on Dyer, and the referee, James Liddington, points to the spot and Doncaster are furious. It's a soft decision. Gallagher blasts it home. All square at the Walkers. It's Leicester 1, Doncaster Rovers 1. Wellens. Vittori's unmarked in the box. Wellens will go himself. What a rocket from Richie Wellens against his former club. And Leicester City in front on the hour mark. It's his first championship goal of the season. Speed. Sold out for Gallagher. Look at this, they've got players over on this right-hand side. If Wellens can use it wisely, he's picked out Norton, the right back. 3-1 Leicester. From one end of the pitch to the other. And Kyle Norton makes no mistake. Buries the opportunity. And there's daylight now between Leicester City and Doncaster Rovers. Dyer brought it down beautifully on the chest. Through for Vassell. Out comes Sullivan. It's 4. Darius Vassell with his first goal for Leicester City. And if they can get him scoring goals, Leicester City will be very confident of marching up this championship table. Inside the last minute of added time. Is there a fifth for Leicester? Waghorn has it. Flag stays down. King is in. Against the post. Waghorn. There's the fifth. Well, it's ever so cruel on Doncaster. But Leicester have ripped them apart second half, that is for sure. After that very generous penalty on the stroke of half-time, it finishes Leicester City 5, Doncaster Rovers 1.
I mean, the referees give it straight away. So, but you know, when we've got the benefit of the obviously the replay at half-time, and it's one of those where the goalkeeper comes out and grabs the ball and the man. I mean, I don't know. I don't understand penalties nowadays.
But second half, there were no discussion. We were absolutely the better team and deserved to win the game. But we should play like that 90 minutes. Should be better.
Still to come, it's a relegation battle as Hull meet Crystal Palace. And a thriller from Turf Moor, where Burnley take on Leeds United.